All right, and we're back. Bespoke Q&A. We're live with my man DJ Kano out here, Jacksonville local record collector, promoter, award-winning battle DJ. What's going on, Kano?
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here, my man. I'm Kano. I'm the guy with the laser beam eye, coming to you live. We're going to have a good time. Man, I'm excited to be here at Bespoke House. I've driven by this place 100 times, seen all the cool murals outside, all those beautiful paintings and art, man. First time I've ever been in here and really checked it out. It's like an artist sanctuary, dude. This place is rad.
Man, I'm so glad that you could come through. I just found out today, I was today years old, that I found out that this is like your neighborhood that you grew up in. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Cassett Avenue, man, Park Street, Hyde Park Elementary, you know what I'm saying? Big love.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you for coming on the show and come checking out Bespoke House. Just to let y'all know a little bit about Bespoke House, it's kind of like an artist collective community. You can come in and really get the training wheels off and start really hitting the road as a creative. So we're really happy to have you join us and be able to showcase this place a little bit.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna bring the house down. We're gonna bring the ruckus next week. What do we got going on? We got Mixtape Monday.
Yeah, man. So formerly, formerly known as Music Mondays, Mixtape Monday, we got a bunch of artists and DJs, producers, rappers, singers. We like to showcase different types of art each week. And so we're going to have you on, and I guess you can show them what you're made of, man.
Man, I've been doing my thing on the turntables for, I don't know, about 6 years now. So, I just took my first place in a battle last 2024, so almost 2 years ago now.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you guys some skills. We're going to do some party rocking, not just all weird scratching, but a little bit of everything,
Okay, well, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I wanted to ask you, what are some of your inspirations, or when you're getting to the decks, what are some things that, really get you into it? Or
Dog, when I was like my kids' age, 6, 7, 8, I already knew in my mind, I loved it from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? One of the first people that ever gave me a turntable was Mike Bruce. He's a really legendary tattoo artist. Shout out Mike Bruce. I saw his turntable in the back of his car. I was a kid. I was like, oh my God, look at that turntable. It was a little cheap belt-driven turntable. He gave it to me for free. That was my entry into this whole thing, man. And just touching the records, not understanding how it works, trying to figure it out, and that curiosity, man. Turntables always inspire me. And it always will. It's kind of a forever journey. It's like you started, you just keep on going. But, I got homies that I really respect. I want to give big ups. Peyton Locke, the man who inspired me to really get deep into this. I used to watch him scratch, and when I watched him scratch, when I worked at Rain Dogs, which was kind of a metropolitan hub for artists that come together and they collaborate, and it was a really super cool place. Shout out Christina Wagner. Yeah. I would watch Peyton, and he would get all these sounds coaxed out of the record, and I'd be like, he's barely moving. How is he possibly doing that? And that was the first time I saw anyone do it. It wasn't in a music video. It was live, and that just blew my mind, and that made me want to be like him. And so I've studied from guys like Dialectable Beats, and then now studying from this guy Rob Swift, who is a legend in the turntablist scene. Yeah, I ain't even got to explain about him. His reputation precedes him, but he lives up there in New York. And I went to study with him last summer, and, I got some great teachers, so that really helps me to level up my skills. So, I'm always down to teach any other DJs or turntablists who want to really get into this art form. No gatekeeping, just all love.
Super cool, man. Super cool. And I appreciate you sharing that musical history. Just a little tidbit. When I first met Kano, I was just getting into turntablism, and I went to a scratching session. I think it was DJ Shotgun and Mercy.
Yeah, Shotgun.
And they would have open turntablists, and this man was the bartender. And we would show up, and you mentioned Rob Swift, and it's kind of a full circle moment, because we showed up at the bar at Shantytown, and we were just getting into it, super hyped up about the open scratching. And this guy's at the bar, and he's like, oh, you guys like turntablism? Check this out. And what was it, the Executioners?
Yeah, I put on some old battle footage of Rock Raider, rest in peace, on the TV, and we were watching Rock Raider, Sinister, Rob Swift,
Totally Mr. Sinister,
all Rob the turntable Swift. Titans, that's what I call them.
So that was something that inspired me. Fast forward a couple years, we ended up actually meeting Mr. Sinister, doing a show with him at the Justice Pub.
Yep.
You went off to New York. You went to work with Rob Swift. So it's a lot of these little tidbits. It's really cool for me as a DJ to look at the musical legacy and musical history and be a part of it. So I'm glad that you bring all that, you know, to the table. Not to be too long-winded, but these are things that should inspire us and really make us feel more connected to this DJ culture. So I appreciate you for that.
1 minute you're chilling in a dive watching a video with me. The next minute we're sharing a stage with the cat. We're watching him. We're jamming after the show. We're hanging out. Man. We're doing our thing.
That's what it's all about.
And we're getting to know these real people in real life.
That's what it's all about.
Sometimes you meet your heroes and they're actually turned out to be really cool.
Yeah, man. So what new events? Speaking of that, is I hear that we have a really huge party coming up at the arcade. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So the Circuit is an arcade and bar combo. It's downtown. It's actually next door to Spliffs, which is one of my favorite places to eat. They got some really good food there. And Jason Honeycutt owns that whole area, and so you can come through. You can hang out and play some games on May 2nd. You can catch this 80s party. It's going to be myself and Nick Fresh, the legendary local Nick Fresh.
Shout out to Nick Fresh,
featured as the best DJ in Jax, 2 or 3 times now running?
Yep,
you know,
Folio, right?
He's the champ, you know, so I'm looking forward to hanging out with Nick Fresh. We're going to do our thing. May 2nd, come and hang out. We're going to play records. We're going to have real vinyl, maybe a little digital, maybe a little vinyl, a little mixed media. We're going to be playing 80s music, you know, and that's kind of like, that's Nick's... That's his thing, you know. It's his specialty.
If you guys know Nick Fresh, he gets down.
I dabble in the 80s records too myself, you know, some Sophista-Funk, so, you know.
Sophista-Funk.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you mentioned Rob Roy. You guys are shooting a music video?
Man, we got a music video coming out. It's going to be to be announced, man. I don't know when it's going to come out, but we've already shot it. It's in the vaults. Homie's editing, and dude, Rob Roy, he was really, really popping. He still is super dope. He's out here doing his thing. He's active. So make sure you keep up with him and his shows, because he's about to drop a whole bunch of cool projects. I've collabed with him. We already shot the music video in January, most of it. So, you know, whenever it comes out, it comes out. You know, us artist types, you know, you got to wait till things feel right, and then you drop it. So
True that. Okay. Well, there's another thing that I really want to bring up. You know, I'm looking forward to it. It's the Secret Doors mix. Can you elaborate on...
bro, it dropped. You got to catch it. It's on my SoundCloud. You can catch it in my link in my bio. It dropped on Jay Dilla's birthday.
I'm missing out then. I need to go check it out immediately.
February 7th. I celebrate February 7th like a national holiday. Jay Dilla's birthday is February 7th. So I decided I'd put a handful of his beats in the mix. Excuse me. And it's kind of sort of a love letter to him, but there's a lot of other remixes of beats that you cannot find anywhere. Some of them I sourced from vinyl on the B-sides. Some of them, actually, one of the beats I composed myself. That's a little mystery. But yeah, man, it's a passion project. It's been in my brain for about 4 or 5 years. I used to deliver pizzas back in the day when I was first getting into this. And I would listen to these Jay Dilla beats, and I would daydream about how I would mix them together and how I would want to string samples of people talking about like art and science and all these really cool deep concepts, and like put them over these deep beats that make you want to think and create. And I wanted it to be a mix for creators, so that a person who wants to get into an artistic state of mind can put the mix on, sit down like a homework beat mix, start your little whatever project. You could be writing, drawing, any kind of art form, and hopefully it'll help you get into a creative level, a creative
really
state
lock
of mind.
in.
Yeah, and you know, there's homework beat mixes out there, but this was kind of my statement, being like, oh, so we're all doing homework beat mixes now. Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah.
Let me show you my best homework beats. Some of these beats I've been listening to for damn near 20 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's beats by Pogo, who's a dope artist. You got Pogo, a handful of Jay Dilla beats. I mean, I don't want to give it all up, but, you know, like I said, I composed one of the beats. So tune into SoundCloud. Check out my link in my bio. It's called Secret Doors and Black Tunnels. There's a lot of really cool samples.
And Black Tunnels, man. That's super amazing. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing your set. I think that we're all kind of eager to see what you got for us. So definitely tune in. Thank you guys so much for checking out DJ Kano.
Yeah, man, I got to split soon. I got to go make a stop motion for my kid, man. My 6-year-old's waiting for me. So.
Yeah, man, that's a dedicated father. Make sure you check him out on the internet. You can see him on SoundCloud. Follow him on Instagram. We're going to have all those links shared for you guys on our live stream. And tune into the Mixtape Monday live show. We're going to keep this thing going, y'all.
Come see us next week. Mixtape Monday. Let's go, dude. DJ Kano at Bespoke. We're gonna crush it on the turntables.
Yeah, man.
What up? What up? M Page is gonna be another feature.
Yeah, we got Ethereal Banks in the house.
No doubt.
We have a bunch of other awesome artists coming up in the weeks to come, so definitely check us out. I'm Milkyvon. Thank you guys for tuning in with us, and we're gonna get this show on the road.
Bespoke Q&A. Let's go.